Okay, we're recording. So, tonight I just wanted to let me make sure. Okay. Tonight I really just wanted to go over. I don't want to call it the basics because obviously it's not basic if everyone's not doing it or knowing it. So I guess first of all we'll start with I guess posting. So you all know you're supposed to be posting every day. You know what you're supposed to be posting because we made a freaking posting group that has tons of posts in it. Those aren't the only posts you have to use, but those are examples of what you can use. So I have a ton of people coming to me and they're like, I don't know what to post. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, in Team Inspire itself, we have like a whole thread that's called selfie posts. You can look up lifestyle posts, product posts, whatever, but then we have the whole other Team Inspire post group with tons of stuff in there. Yeah, it's not fun to scroll through it, but it's easier to scroll through it and make posts than to, text me and say, hey, what should I post? I don't mind helping you all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, it would be a lot easier on you if you could go find these posts and make 2 or 3 posts off of it. I mean, I even have like a thread that says weight loss posts, a thread that says quotes, a thread that says, whatever. So make sure you all are taking advantage of that and make sure that you're posting, these lifestyle posts and these product posts, and then you need to be you. Your page does not need to be all it works. People do not come to your page to see your products and your stuff. They don't want to be sold to. You need to show people who you are and then bring in the other stuff. And then, another way of showing people who you are and what you're about is showing your lifestyle posts. Why did you join this? Why are you doing this? What do you want out of this? I can go on about this forever. I just want to make sure you all know that people aren't going to get to know you. There's some people that say, I can't sign distributors. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's because they don't know you. They don't know, like, and trust you. And that's the 3 things that they have to have before they join your team. So if you're not posting personal stuff, if all they know is your name is Kiana and you're a rap girl, what does that do for them? If they don't know your story, if they don't know this or that, or even your personal testimony with the products, why should they trust you and think that the products work? So I just want you all, like, when you go to post or every day when you wake up, think of something that you can share that's you. What makes you you, whether it's your kids or what you drink or what you eat or what you watch, anything. Kiana, do you have anything to add about any of that? We'll just keep on.
I just wanted to reiterate, if you guys didn't see my post in Team Inspire earlier, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. The point of posting is I just compared it to like commercials. Like, how many times did we see that drive time commercial? You know what I mean? And they paid thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to put these ads out. Do you think that they just pay this money if their ads weren't working? No, they keep paying for the ads for the commercials because they work. So it's the same thing. Like I think I said, when a new movie comes out, you don't just see the previews once or twice a week and that's it. No, you see that same preview every single day, like 4 times a day at minimum. So that's how, the movies sell out, or all these companies get their business is based off of their commercials. If they weren't getting business based off of their commercials, then they wouldn't have them because they spend too much money on them anyways, so it's the same thing with us posting. So, we say if your mouth is closed, your business is closed and stuff like that. It works the same way with big businesses. That's why they all have commercials multiple times a day, not once a week or once a month.
Yeah. Yeah, and then another thing with that is I had a girl, I think I told Kiana about it, I don't know if I told anybody else, but I had a girl, like, I had followed up with her, sent another follow-up message, and she was like, if I haven't messaged you back, don't you think you should take that as a sign? I was like, no, I have a lot of people that don't message me back for 2 years, and then they end up ordering from me. I said, it's part of my job. I was like, any business does this. Dude, freaking Victoria's Secret is in my inbox all day long. All day. They send me like 15 emails a day. But guess what? They make their sales too. It's a follow-up email. Like she said, you don't see one Target commercial. You don't just see one Victoria's Secret email. You don't see the previews to a movie one time. So if you want this to work, you have to keep showing yourself too. No, don't do spammy, posts and stuff like that. But if you talk about, maybe you make a post about the wraps, post a picture of you with the wrap, post a picture of you rapping, post a video of you rapping. Post a picture of Kiana's wrap results. Like, you can do it several different ways. Don't post on Facebook, buy my wraps all day long. Then, yeah, that's not going to work. So I just wanted to go over posting a little bit just because I've had a lot of people come to me about all that. But the biggest thing that we're seeing right now, the biggest struggle when people are saying they can't seal the deal or they can't do this and they can't do that, y'all are not messaging the right stuff. Y'all are not listening. We don't sit and give you, and I'm just going to be real tonight. I mean, this is just, if you want to be successful, then you can take what I say and run with it, or you can be butthurt and not do anything. And that's on you, and that's your business. But people keep coming to us and sending us screenshots of stuff we do not do. Like, sending a message. One girl had sent a message and was like, hey, I know this is random, but I'm a distributor with It Works. Would you be interested in buying any of my wraps? No, nobody's going to be interested in that. Nobody. Did we give you that message? No, because we know that don't work. We have given you all like tons and tons of scripts. And people will say, well, I don't like using a script. Well, that's fine. Take the script and make it your own. But if you completely go and do your own thing and then come back and complain that you weren't successful, then that is on you. You have to figure out what works for you. We just show you what works for us, and you take that and change it. And make, and don't even, if you're not getting success, try it our way and then try it your way. I mean, you're going to be wasting your time if you keep doing things your way and then complaining that you're not successful. So that's the biggest thing. We keep, whether it's what messages are sending out, whether it's you're telling people too much information, you're word vomiting. You wouldn't word vomit if you took what we said and said it, or the way that we say things, or even if you switched it up and told your story. You won't word vomit on people because we know what we're doing. So, and I know Kiana's been struggling with that a lot too. Like, people will message her all day long and say, okay, well, what do I send to this? Girl, when we sent you this message, we said, say this, 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 and this. If they reply back with this, say this. It's a whole thing. We lay it all out for you because we've struggled. We've done it, we've failed, and we've made it right. So you have to run with what we give you. Do you have something to say about that? I'm sure you do.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what Jade said about people not wanting to use scripts. They're not scripts. Like, I've worked in a call center where legally you had to like say these things that were highlighted, but the scripts that we use, it's not that they're spammy scripts, it's that we say the same things over and over. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to say, there's only a couple ways to describe what the wraps do. There's only a couple ways to talk about hair, skin, and nails and how much they are. And there's only really one right way to say, there's not a wrong way, but like, there's only like one way to explain it without word vomiting, saying too much, not saying enough. You know what I mean? So it's not that they're scripts and they're spammy. They're actually really personable. People do not know that I send the same message to other people. Like, I just had a distributor.
You're cutting out.
And can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Closer to the house. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. But I had a distributor sign up last night, and she was like, she was asking what she should say about something. I don't know, but it was a message that I sent her because she was my loyal customer. So she was like, I think she asked, how would she get people to enroll on her website? So I sent her the same script to send to her PLC that I sent her when she became my LC. And then she was like, oh, that's the same thing that you sent me. And I was like, yeah, it's not that we're using spammy scripts. It's that the scripts are personable, but you're saying the same thing. So why would you type the same thing over and over and over and over again instead of just copying and pasting the scripts?
That's what I was about to say.
Like, we just need to take scripts out.
Yep. It's working smarter, not harder. You can put shortcuts in your phone. You can put them on your notes or whatever. But, like, why would I? It's the same thing. Like, say Kiana messaged me and was like, hey, how do I message somebody? And then Ashley messaged me and Sarah messaged me and Tiffany. Like, all y'all said, how do I message somebody? Should I write you all back the same thing and copy and paste it and it makes sense to all of you? Or should I tell you all one different thing and type it 15 times? Which is going to make it easier on you. Same thing with your team. If you're teaching the same thing to the same people, that's why group messages come in handy. That's why these Zooms come in handy. We get the point across all in one point, all in one setting. So next, we really wanted to talk about that because there's for real, like, our inboxes have been booming with people that's like, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, or I'm not getting any responses. Well, that's why. And I'm not going to say that's always why. You're not always going to get a million responses. You're not going to get people to sign on the spot. Don't always think that what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying run with what we've given you, and don't, like, we're not going to give you something that's going to make you fail. Everything we do is tried and true, and we know that it works. So
I want to add to that. Also, when you are messaging, people will try our message and then say that it doesn't work. But the thing is, how are you measuring here? Just because you didn't enroll an LC from it yet or a DC from it yet? No, it's how many people are saying, yes, I'm interested. What is it? That is showing that the message works, like the cold message. That's showing that it works. And then once you move to like the responses, if what we're sending you, as long as people are messaging you back, as far as like, okay, for instance, you send the cold message, you have a ton of people say yes. And I mean, when I say a ton, if you message 80 people, you might only get 10 to 20 that say yes. That's a good number. There are cold messages that you'll send out and you will get a single response if it's a bad cold message. So then when people respond to you, they say they're interested, and then you ask them, you know, you give them their categories to choose from, and they pick a category.
You're cutting out again.
And not being that are overwhelming. When you're sending messages that are overwhelming and word vomiting and stuff like that, you're not going to get responses. So don't determine like whether or not you should use scripts on an LC by using Chris's script, so I don't want to use it anymore. No, as long as people are responding to you and saying, I'm interested, what is it, whatever, and by people, I mean like 5, 10, 15, 20 people. You're not going to send 100 messages and get a response. It's never going to happen, no matter what message you send. So stop determining your success based off of how many customers you sign up. Your sound's cutting out again?
Really bad. I mean, we heard most of it, but your phone's like really bad.
Okay. Well, I'm outside, so just go ahead.
With all that said, like, okay, we talked about posting. We've already talked about messaging and using scripts or whatever. Okay, so I want to go into what Jade was talking about. I don't know if y'all watched the video or whatever, but somebody had said something to her, or, okay, you all may watch, like, what's her name? Jessica, I don't know, somebody that talks about, like, oh, you got to do attraction marketing. That's how I sign people. I don't cold message. Okay, and then you're hearing Jade, and she's like, okay, well, I cold message and whatever, like, and they think that she doesn't do attraction marketing. We do both. So here's the thing. You can either do attraction marketing, which basically that means your lifestyle post, your post about you. Basically, it means you're attracting people to you. You're drawing people in, and they come to you and ask the questions. And then cold messaging is just sending messages out. Okay, well, the way we teach you is to do both. You're messaging people, and people are coming to you. So you're hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. You're posting and all these people are coming to you, but you're also sending out messages and you're getting all these other people coming back to you. So you're doing double the work and you're getting more people. Does that make sense? Like, you can either do one or the other, or you can do both and make more. I don't know. Like, and we're going to talk about that. So basically, the things that you have to master, these things that you're going to have to dive in, if you really want this business to work, you're going to have to go all in. And I'm not saying work 15 hours a day. That's not it. But you have to go all in and figure these things out. You can't just go to Kiana's page and take all her posts and just use those and then just send the message she sends out. Like I said, you have to show you. You have to figure you out and what works for you. So you have to master posting. If you don't know how to post, go in our groups and just watch videos or do whatever while you're working and figure out what more you can do or what things that you can change. But the things that you have to master are posting and attracting people to you, and then messaging. I wrote some notes down. So if you're a master at sharing the opportunity or the products and you talk to more people, that's it. That's all you have to master. Sharing the products in the business and talking to people. That's it. That's all we do. You know, throw your post in there, and that's all you do every single day. So if you're mastering those things, what was it? I heard it on a video today. What was it he said? The more people you're talking to, basically, it guarantees your commission checks coming your way. You're going to make more money with the more people you talk to. You may not sign 1 million people today, but all these seeds that you're planting, they're going to sign up eventually. You can't put that timing on yourself and feel like you're doing something wrong, but it's going to happen. So you just have to make sure that you're doing these things every day. We've been saying, like, don't focus on the results. Don't focus on, like, okay, if I didn't sign a customer or distributor today, then I suck. Like, this business isn't going to work. But if you send out 1,000 freaking messages and you posted and your posts were on point and you had all these people coming to you, that is a success. The failure isn't, oh, I didn't sign nobody today. It was doing what you were supposed to do, doing the actions. That's what you have to do every day. Don't focus on the results. Focus on the action that you're doing every day. Do you want to say anything about that, Kiana? Okay. So making sure that you're doing these things every day. Like I said, we don't tell you what to do just to do it. We don't give you busy work. This ain't, we're not a substitute teacher that you're in class and you're just going to do whatever we hand out and we give you worksheets and you do crap. Like, no, this is what's going to get you paid. This is the only thing that we've done. We've always posted. We've always messaged. Whether it was cold messages from the jump or whatever, no, but people were coming to us and we've messaged. A lot of people will say they don't like cold messaging, but all cold messaging is me messaging Kiana and being like, hey, have you ever watched Scandal before? And she's gonna be like, no, I haven't. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Same thing with the freaking business opportunity. Hey, girl, I want you on my team. I think you would be amazing at this. Just because you're trying to get them to do something doesn't mean it's wrong. You know, I want everybody on the Scandal boat. I want everybody to watch Scandal. I want everybody on my team. Like, there's no difference in that. You're just sharing what you love. And that's the thing. You have to fall in love with this. You have to like what you're doing. If you don't like this, if you don't like the products, if you don't like the business opportunity, you're not working. You're not working hard enough. This shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be complicated. It shouldn't frustrate you. Yeah, we might have our down days because maybe we think that things aren't happening as fast as we want or we're frustrated. But it's if you're in love with the process, if you're in love with the products and you're in love with the business, then you're not going to have any issues. So I wanted to talk about funks because I talked about one kind of yesterday in the video. I was talking about like thinking it's a slow season or thinking that you're in a funk. The longer you say these things, the longer you're going to be in it. The longer that you're saying, well, I talked to all these people today and they're just not going to follow through. They just don't want these products. Guess what? They're not going to want your products. They're not going to want this. They're not going to follow through because you're speaking that over your life. Whether you believe in God or whatever you believe in, the universe exists. You are part of the universe. And it has your back. Like, whatever you're thinking in your mind is what's going to happen. So if you think you're not going to be successful with this business, then you're not. No matter what you do, you're always going to have in the back of your head that you're not going to be successful because that's what you keep telling yourself. So you have to think good thoughts. You have to watch videos or read books or whatever that gets you pumped and gets you, excited and know that you can believe in yourself. You have to, okay, so say I send you a message and say, send this out and post this post. And you're like, reading it and you're like, well, that's not going to work. Guess what? When you go to send it out, you're already at your vibration is already low and you're like, why should I send this out? Like, I already don't want to send it out. So when you send it out, people are not going to respond to you. They're not going to be interested because they can feel whether you want to do these things or not. When I cold message, I'm pumped. Now with Kaylee, is Kaylee on here? Where's she at? Yeah, I see her. Okay. I didn't know if she was back off or not, but she was, I don't know if she don't care for me to share, but she was in like, I don't know, I guess you can call it funk. I don't like calling it that anymore, but she was in a funk and she was like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just frustrated. I'm in a mood, whatever. Okay. I wasn't taking that. I was like, no, you're going to come over here and work with me. So she's been over here a lot. And, I'm not even saying getting together and work, but I've been on her. Like Ashley, I message her all the time and check on her. With Erica and everyone, but when you change your mindset, Kaylee was like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start messaging again. Dude, she's been blowing my phone up like, oh my gosh, look at all my messages. Look at this, my inbox is booming. She had wrote down some affirmations, and it was like, I'm a money magnet, I'm a rock star recruiter, stuff like that. She sent a picture and was like, literally, as soon as I wrote this stuff down, I got a ton of PDTs message me. Right when she did it. That's how it works. If you're sitting here, you know, I know you all have experienced something at one point in time. Maybe you were like, I really should go to the store, or I really need some hairspray or something. Something happens to where you see some hairspray and realize like you needed that or you wanted that. It's little things like that. That's the universe speaking to you. And I know we're all kind of new to that. I'm going to have Bree come on here one day or something and talk to you all about manifesting, because that's something that we've been doing as well. But it's just, you have to think these things and they're going to happen. It's the same thing with having a vision board. If you're looking at it every day, then you're going to be pumped about it. You're going to want it, and you're going to know it's coming true. You got something to say, Kiana?
Did you watch that video that I sent you earlier?
No, I was driving home. It's just, I know what it is. I've watched one like it, but I don't think I've watched that specific one.
It was just something that he said. He said that the universe only says yes, and God only says yes. So it's what you ask. So if you say, I need more money, he's going to be like, yes, you do need more money. You're right. You do. That's not going to, you know what I mean? Like if you're saying, I want more money. Yeah, you want it. You want more money. That's not saying you're going to get it by just, you know what I'm saying? It's like you were saying about manifesting. It's manifesting that it is coming. You do have more money. You do have more than enough. You have more coming to you. Not, I want, I need.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like he's just going to agree with you. The universe is just going to agree with you. Yep, you're right. You just want it. You want it. And
that's what, when we tell you all, like, what's your rank for this month? Well, I want to go Ruby. No, you are going Ruby. So like she said, when you say, I want to go Ruby, the universe is like, yep.
Yeah, you want to go Ruby.
But if you're like,
want to go Ruby.
Right. Every day, if you're speaking it to yourself, like, I am Ruby. Like, my bathroom mirror says I am triple diamond. My daughter looks at it every day and says, Mommy, are you triple diamond yet? Like, just things like that. But I read it every day. I look at my vision board. I am triple diamond. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing every day to make things happen. I am doing what I have to do for God to send people my way. Everything I just said, God's like, yep, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm sending people your way. So these certain things, like, you have to speak it. And like I said, you don't have to, whether you believe in God or whatever, the universe exists, regardless if you believe in God or not. Whatever you believe in, there's a higher power there. Whether it's your thoughts, and that's what you go off of, it's something. You know, everything is one. Let me see. So with all of that said, I shared it in the Boss Babe boot camp the other day, and I said, what do you all want or need? You know, look at the rank and the compensation on the rank and tell me what you need. And only a few of you all had wrote it, and I wanted you all to use it as a task and actually write down your stuff. But, you know, okay, so someone said Ruby. I want Ruby. Okay, so what is that $500 going to do for you? I want you to know exactly what it's going to do. I want you to know if you're going to go out and buy yourself a new planner and then pay your rent. If you're going to go out and pay your rent and your water bill and you're going to be good so you can sit in your house and be stress-free. Like, and then on top of all of that, the things that you can't even fathom right now, like everything, you know, when we do a dream board or a vision board, we put crap on there. Like, I have Bora Bora on mine. At the moment, do you think I'm going to Bora Bora? Nope. But I know that that's one of my goals, and I'm going to save up to that point at some point. So you have to think about the things that you want and need. It may sound stupid, but it works. Like I said, all this stuff about speaking positive things and having a positive mindset may sound stupid, but it's what you got to do. It works. You know, like I said, we don't give you all busy work and say, hey, you all really need to get your mind right just for you all to get your mind right. Does anybody have any questions about anything or anything you want me to go over before we get off tonight? Go over messaging, posting more in detail, anything? I mean, we have to know what you all want or need. Well, I guess just make sure you're posting every day. Make sure you're following up with people that you've already talked to. Make sure you're messaging new people. The more people you talk to every day, the better your year is going to be. You have 6 months, probably 5, before your last check. Well, I guess it'd technically be 6. You have 6 months to build. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got 9 minutes. You have 6 months to make things happen for that check for your Christmas. On December 15th, what do you want your check to be? How do you want your Christmas to be for your kids? Maybe you have birthdays before then. Maybe you have to move before then. Maybe you have whatever. I'll tell you a quick story. We had moved into a house. Was it our first one? Yeah, it was our first. We had an apartment, but the first house we moved into, it was horrible. Like, I'm not even gonna go into detail. Like, we have tons of crap go on, and we were ready to move out of that house. So when we finally found a house, we had only been in the house for 3 months. So we paid deposit, first month's rent and last month's rent when we moved in that house, which I think it was like $800 or something like that. So that's 8, 16, 24. At least $2,400 when we moved in there. But we had to buy stuff because we had a little bitty apartment. So we had to buy furniture and stuff to go in there anyways. Well, 3 months later, we had those issues and had to find another house. We paid first month's rent, last month's rent, and a deposit on that house. And it was $900, I think it was like $900 a month. So that's what, 9, 18, I don't even know, I can't count. Anyways, it's more. It's like $3,000. Plus the couch, because we had one of the issues with the other house was a rat problem, and we don't do, we ain't about to, nope, we had to get out there. So we had to buy a new couch. Our washer and dryer messed up. We bought a new washer and dryer. In the house that we moved into, you had to have your own appliances. So we had to buy a stove and a refrigerator, all before we moved in this new house. And it was not an issue because we had It Works income. Can you all do that right now? Can you move out of your house, buy all the furniture, all the appliances, and everything you need, pay your first month's rent, deposit? You never know what's going to happen. There's been times where our cars have been broken down or done completely, and we've had to buy a new one. You have to have that down payment. Heck, on my truck, I think I put $3,000 or $4,000 down on my truck. Can y'all do that? We all struggle. We all have issues. Kiana had a KUB issue not too long ago. Utilities, you had to pay what, $800 or $600? Do y'all have that to pay right now if you had to? These are the things that you have to think about. Maybe you're on food stamps or government assistance, because I've been there too. They cut me off quick. So if you were cut off from your assistance tomorrow, can you all make it? Can you get food? I'm trying to think what else. We got 7 minutes left. If your kid grew all of a sudden and school started, can you go out and buy new clothes and shoes? You have to think about these things. If you can't do these things, then these are the things that you need to write down. These are the reasons that you're working every day. This is your why. Yeah, you may think that you joined and your why was because you want to be home with your babies, and that may be the end goal. But what's your goals in between there? To have a savings account? To have your bills paid up? We've sat without utilities before. We sent the kids to our parents or wherever and used Kindles because we were home alone. We've ate ramen noodles every day because we didn't have no groceries. We've counted all our change and turned it in for gas or food or whatever. We've lived off of government assistance. We've done all of these things. You make it happen when you have to do those things. You know that if you need gas in your car and you got to count up your change real quick, what do? You go search the whole dang house. You search your whole car, all this stuff to get the money together to go turn it in real quick and get some stuff. Why don't you work your business with that kind of intention every day? Oh my gosh, I got to message 25 people a day about the business so I can make things happen. You knew that you had to find $25 for something at some point. Maybe you had to buy groceries or pay a fee or something. You knew you had to find that $25. So find a way to message 25 people. It's that easy, y'all. You don't have to, I don't care if you have the busiest life ever. You can stay up an extra 30 minutes. Do you know how many messages you can send out in 30 minutes? A lot. Do you know how many posts you can make? You can download Buffer and schedule your posts for the whole next day and you have no excuses. You just have to do these things. You know that your kids have to eat and you got to have groceries and you got to cook. Unless you're me and you feed them cereal because there's no BV in taking care of your kids. But, you know you have to make these things happen. You know you do. And, you work hard at your job or at this or whatever, and you can't even go buy you some Mexican. You can't even go get your nails done. You can't get your hair done. That's a problem. That should be on your list of things you want to do. You don't have cable, which that's not a problem. I mean, some people might want that. But, like, you don't have cable. You can't buy Starbucks. You can't, you're at Walmart and your kid's begging for a toy, and you haven't even bought them a toy in a long time, but they're begging and they're pitching a fit, which I'm not saying give in, but I'm saying, like, you want to be able to do these things. You want to be able to take your kids to the zoo or to the water park or something. You don't have no gas to get there. What are you going to do? So I want you all to really think about this stuff, because this is what's going to fuel your business. This is what's going to fuel you. This is what's going to make you stay up 30 minutes at night and send out more messages. This is what's going to make you get out of bed in the morning and make stuff happen. So, anyways, we got like 4 minutes left. If anybody has anything to add. Anybody got anything to say? Nope. Alrighty. Well, I rambled. So, anyways. I guess that's it. So if you all need me, message me. If you all want to tell me things you want covered on Tribe Tuesdays or whatever, let me know those. Just do what you got to do to make things work. You can come to me anytime. Kiana's available anytime. Ashley Walker's freaking killing it. I'm going to ask her on a Zoom next week. I wasn't going to pop it on her 30 minutes before tonight. But, just you got to make things happen. If you all want to ask Ashley what she's doing, you can do that. She's freaking killing it. Anyways, you just got to make things happen. You got to do what you got to do. Let me stop this recording.